set to kick it off, and we're ready to go racing here in Houston. Nelson going for the whole shot. He's got it, Jeff, on that number 15.
Yeah.
Webb right there on the 37, and Dean Wilson on the 15. They're going to change the lead, and it's young Cooper Webb on that Yamaha jumping to the front.
Well, Cooper Webb, he's been really faster today, but I'm really surprised that Dean Wilson and his teammate Justin Hill here on the Pro Circuit Kawasaki's are up front. They were banging down the start straight. Now Wilson's taking the lead from Webb.
Now, Dean Wilson, Jeff, has been spending the off time for the 250 West guys, riding some 450 races for 22 Motorsports or Chad Reed, and he did really good. How much will that impact his success, you think, going back to the smaller 250s?
Well, Dean showed a lot of speed on the bigger 450 bike, which the bikes we'll see here later on in the broadcast. The interesting thing here, when I talked to him earlier today, he says, man, I jumped on my 250. He goes, you know, and of course he's on one of the best bikes out there, but
oh, he's down. He was doing so well, and there's some really tricky whoop sections here tonight, and Wilson loses it in one of the bigger ones. Hill right there is third in the championship. What a year he has had. 24 points back, but Jeff, Justin has really rode well this season.
Well, and he got that first win, and that's what's so important for a rookie, is to get that out of the way, and then all of a sudden you say, okay, you don't doubt yourself. You know that you can do it each and every time that you show up to the race. And right now, he's starting to close in on Cooper Webb, and I want to take a look at these lap times here. Last time around, Hill had a 48.8. and that's about a half a second slower than the fastest qualifying time earlier today that Jason Anderson set with a 48.3. But of course the track was worn out in spots and a little bit quicker lap time. See this different section here. Hill goes triple single.
And neither one of these guys has won a heat race this year. So as we get the white flag, this could get pretty intense.
Well, and this first turn area is great because the riders want to try to hold that line as tight as they can, but it's so loose out there. Hill's applying the pressure. Watch this line here.
Oh, there he goes. Look at that. Right up alongside of him. They're leaning into each other. And Hill's off into the top blocks. And Webb is on his way to the win.
Wow, Webb was hanging tough there. He was not going to let Hill get to the inside of him, and they jumped, pretty much touched in the air there. Huge lead though.
Yeah.
Had 6 seconds on third last time around.
And there's a checkered flag. Cooper finally finds himself a heat race winner, and Hill gets going. He gets back to second.